Hi, welcome to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. This is the podcast for people who want to start and grow an online location-independent business so they can live a life of freedom and choice on their own terms. Welcome to Your Business, Your Rules, episode 22. How niched is too niched. You probably heard that you need to choose a niche, right? And the smaller the niche, the better, I'm assuming. Well, not necessarily, so let's talk about this today. It depends on the kind of business that you're trying to start and how big you want to grow. Most of my clients are starting coaching, consulting, or service-based location-independent businesses. And check out episode 4 for why I consider these the best options to start with. The short answer, though, is more money sooner and lower risk. So they want to be niche enough to stand out, but don't want to be so niche that it's hard to find clients, and it is about hitting that sweet spot. One important thing to remember when choosing a niche is the number of people who will become clients will be a small proportion of the number of people who are willing to join your email list or hear from you regularly. And they, in turn, will be a small proportion of the number of people who have an interest in that market. So even if you know, for example, that 10,000 people have an interest in a particular subject, it may mean that there's less than 100 potential clients for you in that niche. When looking at those types of numbers, typically speaking, you want to have at least 1,000 Google searches a month for what you are offering if you are operating globally. This means that you have enough capacity to be able to grow the business, so you're not going too niched. Okay, so what are the ways of niching? And I like to think of them in terms of levels. If you have one of the lower levels, you don't need to worry so much about the higher levels. So level 1 is location. And that's the original way of niching pre-internet, right? It was location. If you were the only hairdresser in town, you're going to get clients because people need haircuts. Level 2 is specialization. For example, right now I'm in the market for a hairdresser that knows how to cut curly hair. I'm not looking for anything beyond that specialization, right? I don't care if they're modern, funky, old school. I don't really care about the backstory. I just literally need someone who knows how to cut my hair. I need a specialist. And I checked this out in my area, and there are only 2 hairdressers specifically for people with curly hair within the distance that I can tell myself is reasonable to travel for a haircut. So from a business perspective, they are already set, right? I can't get an appointment for over a month. Another example of this specialization method of niching is Nerd Fitness. They're an online fitness community aimed at nerds. They run a very successful business because they take an area that has broad appeal, fitness, and take a slice of the people that want fitness, nerds. And nerds may not feel comfortable in the more mainstream fitness world the same way that I don't feel comfortable in a hairdresser that doesn't really understand me or know how to cut my hair. Level 3 is differentiation. So when you're operating on the internet, which if you want a location-independent business, you will be, you obviously can't niche using location, right? Because location is irrelevant. If the size of your market is small, you may be able to get away with level 2 specialization. But it is unlikely that you're going to find a specialization that no one else is doing and just stake your claim there as the one or one of very few specialists available. My recommendation is to niche on differentiation. Differentiation is about communicating how you're unique and different to anyone else your ideal client can hire. This makes the right people want to hire you, and this is my preferred method of niching. Why is that? Because everyone has a story and a journey and a different path they have taken for a reason to arrive at the point that they're at. There's a reason why they want to be a health coach, a business coach, an EFT practitioner, an online marketer, or a website developer, or whatever it is. They want to offer something they believe in, and that something is never a carbon copy of what someone else is doing. I find people often have some kind of magic combination, even if they don't see it themselves initially. They may blend two normally very different areas together. They may offer a unique range of skills that will be incredibly useful to a particular client. By using differentiation, and if you read a lot of my stuff or in one of my programs, this is the messaging piece, how you communicate you're different, you then make yourself truly unique, above location and above having a particular specialization. By niching this way, it's about how you present yourself to that ideal client. Rather than looking for a thin slice of the market that has never been approached before, which is really narrow and potentially high risk, I prefer choosing a broader niche that you already know works by the fact that other people are making money doing it, and then putting your own twist, your own messaging, or your own differentiation on it. Essentially, what I'm recommending is taking a proven idea and doing it your way. It's a smart way of doing what works, but also making sure you're bringing your individuality into it. And that's what we're all about here at Your Business, Your Rules. So that's it this week for Your Business, Your Rules. Show notes are available at catleblanc.com/YBYR22. I hope that gives you some food for thought. No need to find a super narrow niche out there or find something that's never been done before. It's more about finding something a little broader that you know has been successful before and doing it your way, which is the lowest risk and easiest way of getting you started successfully in business. I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Thanks for listening to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. If you like this show, I'd love you to subscribe, share, and leave a review on iTunes. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, head over to my website at catleblanc.com. Until next time.